this is shit that goes off. But it's your little fruit pop. It's a fruit pop. It's a fruit pop. Trust me.
Up to break me down, to build me up again. They like, Hov, we need you back so we could kill your ass again. You know, it's like this thing, this love, hate.
Vance just dropped some piping hot tea today, spilling shocking audio recordings of her hubby, Jay-Z. And let me tell you, it's juicy. The streets are buzzing, saying this leak is about to blow the lid off their picture-perfect marriage. Looks like Bay's finally had enough of Jay's mess and decided to expose him like this.
Important person in your life?
I can't say one person.
You don't want to get in trouble with anybody.
No. And, you know, people, I have so many important people to me. I really do.
Is your husband comfortable living with somebody as competitive and as ambitious as you are?
You have to ask my husband, but I think so. I'm competitive really with myself.
Right.
Honestly, like every time I start an album, I go and watch all of my performances and I try to figure out, okay, what is it that I could have done better or what worked? And really my references, I go back to myself and trying to better myself. So I'm really tough on me more so than anyone else. I'm not a competitive person that walks in thinking about other people and how I can compete with them, or especially not my husband. Not at all.
No, but you're a workaholic.
A bit of it, definitely. But I am a lot better. I have to say, I have to give myself that credit. I'm going to take time off. And even with this tour, I scheduled 2 weeks off after a month so I can go away and enjoy my life and smell the roses. So I'm working on that, and I'm not as bad as I used to be.
Trust, you're gonna want to hear every scandalous detail of what Jay-Z said on these tapes. This is the celebrity gossip story of the year, and things are about to get real. Pull up a seat and get ready, because the drama between Jay and Bey is about to be served. So, what exactly did these leaked recordings reveal? Buckle up, because it's wild.
And real quick, I have to go back to the raid real quick with Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
His sons were there, and he was not there at the houses. And he was quiet.
That was the worst part of that.
To see his sons being
How
hacked.
do you force your kids to do your perp walk? That was the worst part, and all I could think about was Kim and Misa.
The girls.
Just her son. He left their son to be walked out backwards on camera for the world to see. Thank God Kimura got the girls. Misa's son, Misa and Wolf's son,
Man.
And Quincy's missing.
Quincy's missing. Oh. And lastly.
After he was questioned by the feds.
After.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was in witness protection right now. Which means his father ain't ever gonna see him again.
Have we seen the last, or is this just the beginning of that saga?
It's just getting started.
True.
Which is why I think people are so uncomfortable about me being in this position right now, because of my press pass and because I'm gonna be in the courtroom for the Keffe D trial. If we get to the bottom of Tupac's when that is finally revealed, 15 other will be revealed with it. And you will find that they were all committed by the same two people, father and son.
Were you surprised by Keffe D's arrest for Tupac?
No. I'm just surprised that he hasn't given it up yet. I'm surprised that he hasn't gone to the feds yet. Because he just got stabbed in jail.
Yes, he did.
He's been beaten 3 times. And I'm going to say it for a fact. I know you the one pulling the strings. Reggie Wright Jr. Stop putting your dirty work on other people.
According to the streets, these tapes have Jay-Z talking mad trash about Vance, even bragging about cheating on her. Chilly, the disrespect. He allegedly said things like, they're getting old and she ain't as hot as she used to be. The audacity.
You know exactly what you are. And so help me God if you don't keep my name out your mouth.
With the last time you were on the couch, you had mentioned, and it's crazy that you say these things. You talk about Bad Boy. You speak on Heavy D. You speak on Albie Shore.
Yeah.
And you say like, look who's standing. And now Albie Shore is now, he's being cryptic. Not too cryptic, but he's
very cryptic.
He's very cryptic. But
he's speaking louder than he's ever spoken before.
Ever.
And the reason why he's cryptic is for the sake of his son. Imagine having an enemy that has a position of influence in your child's life and knowing that that person sends you notes and messages every now and then. If you don't do this, if you don't do that, that boy is allegedly. Imagine that. Imagine your baby mama is telling you that if you don't do what he wants you to do, he's going to child. And you know he's capable of it. Allegedly. Story in the Bible. 2 women had 2 babies. One woman went to sleep, rolled over on her baby. The other woman's baby was just fine. The woman whose baby, she got up, she went and stole the baby from her roommate. Then they fought over who the mother was. They went before the king, King Solomon. He heard both sides of the story and said, give me a knife. Give me a sword. He got the sword and he was like, I'm gonna cut the baby in half and each of you can have a piece and then we'll be done with it. It was the real mother that said, don't harm that baby, she can have him. Why is nobody willing to accept, as monstrous as people are finding out that Diddy is now, that he wouldn't be willing to split Quincy in half? Because he would.
Yeah, he said some years ago, like during a TV show, that he would like harm his own mother to get what he wanted, or something along those lines. So,
well, I don't blame him for wanting to harm that. She's his victimizer and his pimp. She is first pimp.
Oh. Okay.
But that's not even the half of it. Rumor has it, Jay was also secretly recorded talking to his boy Diddy about their wild nights out, partying and picking up women. In the tapes, they were laughing about how they could get away with anything behind their wives' backs. SMH. These men ain't ching, 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 and to the power of percent. The internet is going nuts over this leak. Fans are absolutely shook that Jay would betray Bey like this. And celebs are weighing in too. Everyone from Cardi B to Wendy Williams is giving their 2 cents on the drama.
You know, your Bible story, I have to just sidetrack real quick and ask you this question, or get your thoughts on it. There's a man who recently married conjoined twins. And he's only marrying one of them while the other is attached by the hip, and they both share the same bottom parts. Is there anything that you feel wrong with that? Freaky or indifferent?
I mean, question is, what's wrong with the down with it?
It does raise questions.
Like, you forcing your sister to get raped so you can get off.
Well, the sister says she has to put on headphones to kind of zone out.
Yeah, but she's still feeling it.
Yeah, man. That is still happening.
You forcing your sister to get raped. She don't want that nigga. you want that nigga. That's what I hear. As a selfish bitch.
So right.
She's over there with her headphones on. La 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 la. What kind of wants to be in those kind of conditions? I'm only in love with the right side of you. The left side. I don't know who that bitch she can get this to. Like, that's how this sound to me.
Crazy.
Wow. I don't know, am I sounding crazy?
No, you're right. You make some points. Valid points.
Everybody selfish except for the bitch with the headphones. The thing that's tripping me out is, why don't you grab, like, are you in control of any part of the body? Like, you need to take a free hand and start beating the out of them every time they get to. I bet you he don't want it no more than. Like, give you a little skillet, and as soon as they get the hey, headphone, bitch, get a pan. Like, I don't. Fucking la 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 la.
We hope she finds a man herself. We hope she finds a man herself.
I'm so scared. Wild in this world, yo.
It's funny, you open up Beyonce's internet, it just gets weird.
Beyonce's internet.
That's what we're calling
that
it.
That belongs to the devil. Unless you calling that the devil, she ain't nothing but an employee.
Oh.
And half of which dumbass bitch.
So, you know, it's funny that it's crazy you say these things.
Why don't nobody want to accept that bitch?
I think she
went and killed the girl Cats.
You know Bance is out for blood, dragging Jay to hell and back on social media. The memes and reactions, pure gold. But some fans are also heartbroken for Bance, sending her nothing but love through this mess. All I know is, this tea is scorching and I am living for every scandalous sip of it. The fact that it's Bance and Jay-Z makes it all the more juicy. This leak is about to turn their whole world upside down.
Okay.
A girl went to court and charged her with extreme witchcraft. She was hypnotized. She was drugged. Beyonce came and she was in there eating on her and shit while she was asleep. You know, snacking on his bitch, killing people cats. And guess what? They wouldn't give her the restraining order. They just told her to stay away from Beyonce and work for somebody else. Guess what? She's having a hard time finding work too. Which is interesting because she's a brilliant musician and she was trained at the esteemed Berklee College of Music. Handpicked by my very good friend, Terry Lynn Carrington, Dr. Terry Lynn Carrington, who put together Beyonce's entire female band, which was Matthew Knowles' idea because he couldn't get Beyonce to stop people. Guess you didn't know your daughter well enough because she just started all the girls. Impulse control issues? I don't know.
What makes you so vocal? Like,
I'm tired.
So you just
I didn't want to skip to the end. All this shit is fucked up. All you niggas is weird. Go to jail and let's move on and let Generation Z make their own problems, make their own choices. These kids are living the consequences of what Gen X did and don't even know why they're doing it because everyone's lying.
So
corporate Takeoff's death wasn't nothing but a corporate hostile takeover using his life as the god. Oh my God.
Man, RIP Takeoff.
That boy died so they could cash in a insurance policy and to cover up the fact that Roc Nation was ripping Megan away from 300. I guess nobody's paying attention to the fact that complete control of Megan Thee Stallion's career was taken over right after Takeoff died and the Prince family were forced to leverage. and let her go, even though they did not want to.
Ooh.
Isn't that interesting?
Houston politics. Let me ask you, because...
and I'm not saying allegedly.
Oh.
I'm saying, Sean Carter, you're a piece of shit. Taking Pimp C wasn't bad enough. You just want to go down there and you want to just remove all of the balls from every real gangster in Houston. Why the fuck did that house burn up? Who the fuck goes to their childhood house for a visit and the shit goes up in flames?
Can you even imagine how Bey must be feeling right now? To have your own husband exposed for dogging you out and stepping out on you? That's got to sting. The real question is, what's she gonna do about it? Is this the final straw in their already rocky marriage? The fallout from this leak is about to be messy. After hearing her man talk all that trash about her on tape, you know Beyonce is furious. I wouldn't be surprised if she kicked Jay-Z to the curb for good this time.
That was very weird. The next day, within the week?
And no, the next day.
The next day.
And still, no real investigation on how the house just went up in flames.
Man.
I guess they paid y'all off. Like they paid y'all off for that Astro World.
So let me ask you.
Texas politics.
Yeah, Texas politics, man. This is.
When you drive into Houston and old fucking Sam Houston sitting there, you can hear him talking. Every time I drive past Sam Houston on 45, you know what I hear when I see him? That's all I hear. The warden of the South.
Yeah.
Sitting there looking down on everybody. They made a big deal over Robert E. Lee. Imagine what they would do if you tried to take down old Sam Houston.
Come on now. It'd be a problem.
It'd be carnage.
It'd be a problem.
Sam Houston there, he gonna stay there.
So, Jack,
every time I drive past, that's all I hear.
Just Nick. Now, another thing that, of course, you spoke on last time was, and at the time it happened, was a slap by Will Smith to Chris Rock. We spoke on it. But since then, Jada Pinkett has written a book where she reveals that multiple times she tried to commit suicide.
Yeah.
Not saying exactly what the reason was.
I don't know why she keeps trying. She just get it done. Don't be bad at everything.
Shit. Yeah.
You was an all right actress. You was a terrible wife. You was a bad mother. You was a kid who knew that your husband was doing things to boys and did stuff to your son, and you ain't do shit about it. Bilal told me everything.
Their good friend who
Bilal told me. Jay. He told me that you knew Will was f***ing your child. Yes, he did. Wonder why he left that out of his Tasha K interview.
Yeah, in that interview, he said a lot. He said a lot.
He said everything but the thing that was important. That he know that Will Smith raped Jaden, he raped Bashir, and he raped Neek Mills, and you know it, Bilal.